What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. It's the one and the only. It's Ernest Hale. Listen, I am on my way driving from study, but I have to do this message. I've got to do this video because we're at the place where we got to address this. Everybody, for once and for all, I want you to hear this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with relationships or marriage. I'll say it again. I don't know, it just seemed like this relationship talk, everybody wants to put the blame on relationships. And relationships are the construct that two people who are coming into it make it out to be. Guys, listen. What you bring to a relationship determines what it will be. If there's any problem that we have, it is not that relationships have evolved, relationships have changed. What has changed is our perspective on them. What we bring, what we think we deserve. It used to be where when we got into relationships, we came here with the sense of this person I'm going to be with. I love this person. I want to see good for this person. I think we'll do good together. It has evolved from us to what can you do for me? Like, what can you bring to my life that's going to improve my life? And I'm going to keep you on this hamster wheel where you always have to prove every single day. You got to prove your worth to me. And the moment that I deem that you are not worthy, it can be based on facts. It can be based on feelings. It doesn't matter. I get a chance to dictate what your worth is and what your value is. And because I've got social media, I have unlimited people who want me. The relationships did not change. We did. We have become arrogant. We have become self-absorbed. We have become narcissistic. A lot of the things that we do and we say about relationships revolve around what we want and what we desire. And very, very, very seldomly do people enter into a relationship with a healthy perspective, particularly concerning marriage, that the version of person you meet at 19, 20, 21, 22, they're not going to be the same person at 30 and at 40. But because in our heads, we overestimate what we are and don't consider that we too are going to go through some changes. Like, I can't stand people who always talk about they want somebody in shape and they haven't seen anybody's gym in 2 years. I can't stand seeing somebody, he has to have a head full of hair and you wear wigs all the time. I can't stand to see brothers be like, I can't date a woman with children and you got a baby mama or two. I'm simply saying that we expect what we are not. We demand what we don't do. It's like we have our preferences and we call our preferences standards. And standards and preferences are different. Preference is what you want. Standards is who you are. So we misdefine standards and mask those to really shield our preferences. And then we demand that the person who wants to be with us live up to something that we're not living up to. Relationships and marriage is not the problem, it's the people. And until both men and women are ready to address their own selves and quit wasting time trying to force people to be something to you that they don't want to even be to themselves, we got to stop blaming relationships and take a critical look at ourselves and do the work it takes. And when I say work, let me define this, because we say these terms and there's no real definitions and action plan. When we say do the work, if you know you've gone through trauma, if you know you have attachment issues, if you know you're quick to abandon stuff, you're quick to draw conclusions, you're quick to go cheat, because you have no clue about what being faithful is, because you operate in relationships with fear that they're going to do something to you first. And so you're going to make sure you take care of your own needs. If you're deceptive, if you're unforgiving, if you don't even have a relationship with God, you don't need to be entertaining anybody else, because the unhealed version of you will ruin whoever you are with. And then once you realize that they are damaged, you will leave them saying you deserve better, when the truth is they deserved better. You damaged them and then left them for somebody who is healed. It's a reason why you have a history of broken relationships. It's because when you're unhealed, you break everything. So we got to do this internal work. This is for men and for women. And I'll say this last thing. Relationships are not just about how much money you bring. I'm so sick of folks who don't make six figures. I'm so sick of folks who don't know how to save six figures. I'm so sick of people who the only reason that they got income is because they got on, or they got popular. They don't really have any skills that's going to sustain them for these next 5 years. On here saying $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 ain't no money. I got to have somebody who got some more. If y'all are not ready to build with somebody and really take your skills and come together and converge and find a way to leverage both skills to become something great, a lot of y'all going to be single, and your only hope for feeling worth something is going to be the likes you get on social media that will not translate to real relationships in real life. Relationships have never been the problem. It's the people. And if we're going to improve, it's going to first require us to stop taking critical looks at everybody else, and for a minute, take a real look at the person in the mirror and start doing the work with the person you see. Relationships are not the problem. It's the people.